400 level OG Death Run. New Bring It volume. My voice is shot. But it's okay. We're doing an OG Death Run. Yeah. Hopefully it's not hard, and hopefully I can sprint in mental. You're coming. I spelled coming wrong. Fucking idiots. Okay, we got sprint. I don't want that. God damn it, I can't get rid of the goddamn remote. I remember in the Contra volume, I fucking hit the remote like an idiot and I couldn't beat Contra. But then again, you really can't beat Contra. Alright, this one's decent. At least it's got the grass and shit in the lighthouse and... whatever this shit. Oh, Toted, son of a bitch. That's what they mean by OG. It's got OG locations. At least I got infinite sprint. We're gonna be here a long way. 400. What to talk about? Who to trash? Who to diss? Who haven't we done in a while? Somebody different. How about Reckless? Oh yeah, that's once upon a time there was me and Reckless were Team Elite. It was our duo name on Hero Showdown on Battlefront in Unit and Thrawn's Fist. And he was a good duo partner. He was a good friend. I knew him for a while. You know, he was in Thrawn's Fist, but he was doing another clan on top of Thrawn's Fist, which I allowed him to do. And I allowed him to do both because I really didn't care, because that's how much I appreciated him as a friend. And yeah, when he joined us, and he was always with his other clan instead of us. And when he did join Thrawn's Fist, he never had the mic on, he never talked. And, yeah. So, Gunner was having issues. He was the co-leader. He wasn't getting on as much, and we needed a second co-leader. I wasn't gonna jip Gunner, because I loved Gunner. He was a good friend. So I had to make a second co-leader. So I looked at everybody who was in the goddamn clan, who was there the most, who was a good player, who cared about the clan. And I said, Shadow Strike. Shadow Strike's the best choice. So I made Shadow Strike co-leader, and Reckless. Wow. Well, let's just say Reckless took it very personal. And I explained to Reckless why. Reckless apparently wanted to be co-leader, but yet he was never there, and he chose his other clan. Reckless never talked with anyone but me. I told him he didn't deserve it. He took it offensively, and he left. And then we found him, and we beat him, and then he beat us, and he talked shit. And then I talked shit. And then me and Shock were playing Hero Showdown one night and ran into Reckless, and who was on his team? Ailman. Anyway, that's another story for another time. Reckless beat us the first game, and then me and Shock shut him out 2 in a row right after that. And then I won the trilogy, and he had to talk all this shit, blah, 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 blah. So you know what? I exposed him. In an exposure, him losing. And yeah, and I called him a bigger cry. He just had a newborn baby at that time. So, because he complained so much about, oh, I didn't make him co-leader. I said he's a bigger crybaby than this kid, which is the truth. And he took that personal, even though I'm not dissing his kid. I'm dissing him. Saying he's a bigger crybaby than a newborn baby because he's fucking whining and complaining I didn't make him co-leader, yet he didn't deserve it. And he started a war. A war that turned into another war with Ailman, that turned into another war with Miami and Dill Dog. And for the record, I beat everybody more than they beat me, so I won in the end. So fuck you. And the worst part is about Shadow Strike, the co-leader that I appointed. He's the reason Thrawn's Fist doesn't exist anymore because I snapped on him and became the villain. And I went on to bigger and better things following Thrawn's Fist, like Team Nightmare, the villain run, and this Fortnite run. But that's Reckless, a crybaby. And he still is. I bet he still is a crybaby. Hey, Reckless, if you're somehow out there, somehow you're still subscribed, which I highly hope you're not. And you somehow see this random volume that is just like, why would you click on it? It's a death run. Who cares? But hey, I want you to know you're still a crybaby. You're still not good enough to be co-leader for any clan. And I beat you more than you beat me, and I'm never playing you again. Because I'm retired! So fuck you. Son of a fucking bitch. Reckless definitely did not deserve it. The Reckless, I'll admit, he was a good player. I will never take that from him. I respect Reckless more than I hate Reckless. Reckless is a really good Battlefront Heroes player. Really good. Like, he is definitely, out of all my duo partners on Hero Showdown, he probably was my second best duo, next to Shock. That's why it kills me more than it disappoints me, actually. I actually liked Reckless. I do. I think he's a good he was a good I don't know if he plays it now, but he was a good Battlefront player. I have nothing but respect for him as a player on the Battlefront, but as a person, he turned into a piece of shit. And I'm not in the wrong when it comes to it. Yeah, I talked all that shit and I took it far, and I shoved it down his throat, and I never played him again, and made him fucking stress himself out, and insulted him to the 5th degree. Guilty. But he asked for it. And if he ever let shit go, and somehow came to me and talked it out, and we were chill, I would let shit go. I don't hold no grudge with anybody I've ever known. The grudge, sure, I talk all that shit and I take it to the 5th degree and take it so fucking far it's hilarious and sickening at the same time. But you know what? I respect the past that we had, and if you're a good player, I respect you as a good player. And ain't no grudge. Sure, I'll still talk shit. It ain't my series if I ain't talking shit. It ain't who I'm about if I ain't talking shit. My whole character is talking shit. But the grudge ain't with me, and the grudge would be buried if anybody came at me and wanted to bury it. I'm all for it, but unless you're sincere and legit, I ain't gonna even consider making amends. But seriously, the grudge ain't with me, it's with whoever. But I'ma still run my mouth randomly, whenever, however, until there is amends. A Dirk Muhammad Bianca, see what I mean? That's Brian. Like when he fucking jizzes in Bianca. It's like a Dirk Muhammad Bianca, and there goes the explosion. Why did it glitch me down? Ah, it's ice cold, man. Shit's good, though. Ten minutes. Even though I went over it and backed up and it didn't fucking, you know, it was like, I was literally right there. You know, bullshit. See, I just did it again. Just glitched me. Bye. You know, I really thought, like, the other day I was, like, scraping the bottom of the barrel when it came to death runs, but clearly, like, I've been doing some good ones. I mean, like, there's 2 in the 800th volume celebration that were done, but that's gonna be a while before I upload that. So, I mean, like, I'm really surprised. I don't know, I'm glad, you know? Especially how I, like, ended the Bring It volumes yesterday. Not the Bring It volumes. I ended the death runs yesterday, and I had to retcon that. But I'm glad I retconned it. It's retconning is something everything does. The actual Doctor Who series does it all the fucking time. So, I mean, like, every major franchise has done it, and Doctor Who itself has done it, and I'm a role-playing Doctor Who series, so if they do it, then it's okay for me to do it. But some stuff I don't want to retcon, like certain retirements that I've done, I'm not retconning that shit. Though I am planning retirement on Fortnite, and that once I retire, it will not be retconned. But if something interesting happens on the way out, I might not retire at all, but I don't expect anything to, and Conquer is definitely not appealing enough to not retire for. If Brian were to somehow want to play again, I'm still gonna retire anyway. It's not appealing. He's not appealing enough. If Optimus wanted to fucking do Team Nightmare, it's not appealing enough. And why would you think, oh, why would you turn that down? Well, why does he care so many months later? Because last year he stopped caring, so it's like, he didn't care then, but all of a sudden he has a change of heart. Like, I wouldn't. I'm not stopping a retirement because you had a change of heart a year later. So that's unappealing. So what would be appealing? What would be appealing? Question is, there's nothing that I can think of that would be appealing. And there isn't. If Mike were to come back, would that be appealing enough? I mean, possibly. But then again, would Mike ever come back? And the answer is, like, that's hilarious to even consider that. Like, there's no situation where Mike would want to come back, and to be honest, it's not appealing enough. Because he was gone for 3 years, and that's an entire run on a game. He decides to come back towards the end, like the end of the end. Like, it's not appealing enough. He should have came back a year ago, or 2 years ago. So I wouldn't even do that, I don't think. So what would be appealing? It's not like I'm gonna find a new clan randomly, or a new group, because I'm not looking for it. So, I mean, like, there's nothing appealing. There is nothing stopping me from actually retiring. So, this is it. Bring it is it. And I do not want to play this shit. Come on. What do I rate this death run? Oh my god, why just the momentum, man. What do I rate this death run? I don't know, it's made by the same guy as the Easter one. It's pretty good. I think this FN practice guy, he knows he makes pretty good ones. Like, I got nothing bad to say about FN practice at all. Nothing. Nothing. I think this guy is very creative. He actually makes good ones. Like, there's real thought and care put into these. They're not just generic. Like, I gotta look after this to see what other game modes he's made, because honestly, I would really want to consider doing more from this guy. Like, they're not hard. Like, they're long. Right? It's 400, but I mean, like, it's a good 400. Like, look at this shit. It's oh, never mind. This yeah, this guy. I like this guy's. I like this guy. Like, X button issue, because it doesn't work. A lot of death runs have this issue. The button doesn't work. It drives me insane on these death runs, because you watch them and it's like, why'd you just fall? And it's like, well, the X button doesn't work. It's always like that. Oh my god, this is the only thing I hate that he did from the other one. Like, it's hard. Like, it's... I had it. I hate it. Like, I hate this. Like, this... Like, X button don't work. Like, this is what I mean. Like, these death runs are, like, they're not broken, but it's just, like, the button commands are, like... See, it's like... it like stopped me for a second. Like, see, it doesn't, X button doesn't work. This is what I mean. Like, I'm not deliberately like going off the edge like an idiot. Like, I literally hit the button and the button doesn't work. Oh my goodness. Like, it drives me insane with these death runs. Like, that's the only issue like I have with death runs. It's like the buttons don't work properly. But I mean, this death run is definitely well crafted and well created. Oh my god, I took that too fast. Okay. Like these, I feel like I'm playing the same death run as the Easter one. Even though it's really not. Like a lot of it is the same. Like he reused a lot of similar things, and they're kind of like in the same spot as like it would be in the other one. Like a lot of this is recycled. But they're completely different. Like they're not like, not everything is recycled. Like it's different enough to where it is different, but it's still like, you know, it's made by the same guy, and it's a lot of the stuff is reused. Like the water thing with the spikes and this and then this, the triangle, it's like right after each other. It was reused. Like completely reused. But it's like, it's different at the same time. It's like, it's not exactly like the same thing. Like this was reused. Like this is new. This wasn't in the other one. Or it was, I just don't remember it. Oof, this one's hard. Or not. That's all you had to do. Damn, did not expect that. Huh? Gold? Oh, I thought you'd jump on them. I guess not. I thought there was no floor. See, these are reused. Yeah, that was reused. The bombs and then the hearts. Okay. That was nowhere, but you know what? I think that's reused too, and I fell for that last time too, son of a bitch. And it was on the opposite direction too. So not only did he reuse it, but he put it on an opposite side. I backed up, but okay. And I have done a lot of death runs. You know, I've did it, but there's so many good ones that I've done. Not all of them have been good. But problem is I like doing them. You know. This was reused. Oh yeah, this was definitely reused. But I like doing the death runs, and I get that. I don't want. Oh, this has definitely been reused. Like the whole, this is like the end too. It's like the same like ending scenario. Completely reused. So in a sense, he was lazy. But he made it work with a different setting and scenario, which is also creative at the same time. Like if you don't play the other one, just play this one, or you just play the other one and play the other one, it's really good. But I don't want death runs. The whole bring it run being all death runs. That's why I gotta bring it back to Battle Royale, because it's something I've been lacking with. And I've been lacking just because I just don't care. And I don't. But I want more. Oh, this is definitely a different ending. That's pretty cool. Go into the vault. End it. Very good.